Alright, so the sheet pelt has been drying for 8 days now. So the next thing we've got to do is sand it. So, just to get all the knobbly bits off. Now let's check it out. You can kind of tell it's pretty rough in places, but it's pretty dry, so I can't feel any moisture on it anymore. I suppose when you hold your hand on it for a while, you can feel it's a little bit cooler to the touch, but not really wet. Maybe a little bit moist, but I'm gonna have it out in the sun for the day today, and then here in the afternoon I'll start sanding it. So hopefully get it all smoothed out. Very rough right now. So that's the plan. Alright, I'm gonna try sanding this sheep hide. See how it goes. Now you can see how much lighter it is where I've sanded it. Quite smooth. So lots more sanding to go. Alright, so I've got a Dremel tool. I'm going to see how that goes. It's got a sanding bit on it. Well, it's doing a pretty good job. It's definitely slower going than sandpaper, but I think maybe a little bit more consistent. So I'll keep going with this, and then I'll come back when I'm a little closer to being done. Now the danger with the Dremel is definitely towards the edge. It likes to catch up into the fur, so definitely have to be real careful, but it does a pretty good job. It's doing a nice job getting this excess stuff off and getting it nice and smooth, so I'm happy with it so far. I also have learned that the importance of stretching this out a little bit better when it's drying, because it is pretty wrinkled in places, which makes it much harder to get it in there and really smooth it out. So I've learned the importance of stretching. You definitely want to do that twice a day or more and really get in there and work it. So especially when it's still moist, because once it hardened and dried up, it's not stretching anymore. So it's as stretched as it's gonna be. So at least as far as I can tell, maybe there's a technique out there to get it really stretched out, but it's pretty wrinkly in places. So well, there you can see I'm about halfway done with the sanding. It's getting there. Probably gonna have to come back with fine sandpaper one more time, but it's getting there. Well, I'm calling it for now. What I really have left is the edges. Still got sanding to do. But using the Dremel, it keeps just catching the wool, so I'll probably save that for a little bit later. But it's looking good. You can see where there's some darker spots towards the tail over here. And I think that's just because I didn't get all the fat off as best as I should have. So we'll see how it turns out. But still quite a bit of sanding left to do.